What up, this your boy T1. I got a little message for y'all today. My bad, I ain't post nothing in a long time, but I've been trying to get myself together since I've been off house arrest, so I couldn't really make no time. But I'm gonna try to start fitting y'all in because God's word need to be out there. So just stay tuned, and the message it will come.
I came out the fire, no smoke on me, scars in my soul, still I walk holy. They try to break me, but God rewrote me, endured the pain, now His glory shows me. Those who endure till the end shall be saved. I'm the Esther rising in these days, led out of Egypt, I'm blazing trails, from ashes to beauty, I lift the veil.
I was born in the chaos, daddy was a pimp. Mama tried to push me off the bed soon as I slipped in. 8 years in the system, 15 homes in 1 year. Foster care, blues, molested, but I'm still here. Pastor had hands where they never should have been. Ran at 15 just to breathe, to escape the sin. Adopted by a woman, said you'll never be enough. Cause my skin wasn't white, so the love was tough. Married a man, unequally yoked in pain. 15 years of storms, but I danced in the rain. Had 2 kids, they said I'd never hold. Now I raise kings and queens, fierce and bold.
I came out the fire, no smoke.
What up, this your boy T1. Back with another episode right here on God Pathway Service, GPS. What's up to everybody that's new? If I have anybody that's new, that's starting today, just watch this video for the first time. I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate y'all to spread the word out. You know, just pass this word around, and everything else is up here, just pass it around. And the message today is going to be basically on speaking positive about yourself and about others, because we tend to, you know, do things and allow people to feed negativity into our mind, and it makes us to think and do things that is negative, and we tend to speak negative on ourselves, and not just ourselves but others. And God, He didn't intend it to be that way. God didn't intend for us to be negative towards each other. He intended for us to be loving and caring and positive for each other, to help each other out. Even sometimes when you may do things wrong, like, shouldn't nobody bring that up to you? Because God, He says not to bring up things on people, not to keep records of their wrongs, and not to, you know, like, judge people. It says it right here in this word. It says, do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be used to you. Why do you look at the speck of a sawdust in your brother's eyes and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your eye, and then you can see clearly to remove the speck in your brother's eye. Right there, it tells us not to judge. It tells us that we will be judged according to how we judge others. So when you judge someone, you're going to be judged exactly the same way. God said in His own word. I didn't say this. God did. Jesus did, because that's technically written in red. So that's what Jesus was telling us. Jesus was telling us not to judge others, or we will be judged according to that. He also later on says that you are wrong for not paying attention to someone else's flaws and not correcting it. He don't want us to see a flaw with someone else and don't correct it. He wants us to correct that so that they can know and they can correct their wrongs and not do it again. So they can make a chance and get a chance to make it to heaven. But he also later on says that how can you see a speck in someone's eyes and try to help them with it when you can't even get a plug out of yours? You still got things you got to work on with yourself before you can help someone else. You can't help nobody if you're not helping yourself. How can someone who needs help someone? You must first get that out of your eye in order to get what's in someone else's eyes out. Like, that's not how it works. You can't help someone else out when you still need help yourself. You still need to work on self before you can help someone else. And it's no way of getting around it because it's written right here in his word. In the word, the Bible specifically says that it's highlighted. You see it. It's highlighted in red. I highlighted in yellow, but it's in red text. God is telling us these things. It also says in the Bible, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Right there in his word, once again, it says, do not let anything unwholesome come out of your mouths towards anyone, but only bring up things that will help them, that will benefit them, that can help them to grow. To those who listen. If they don't listen, you still did your part. You're doing what you're doing because God said do it. To those who listen will be corrected. But those who don't listen won't be corrected. But it's up to you to feed it to them. Because the Bible tells you that right here. It tells you that right here. But it also says right here, it speaks on whoever corrects a mocker, invites insults, whoever rebuke the wicked, increase abuse. Do not rebuke mockers, or they will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and they will love you. Right there. God tells us that when we try to correct those who basically don't want to be corrected, you're inviting insults into your life. Even when you're trying to help them and trying to do what is right, you're going to get assaulted for it. And then it also says that whoever rebukes the wicked, you bring in abuse. You're inviting the abuse to come into your life. To you to, it don't have to be physical. It can be verbal abuse. And it increases the more you try to correct them, the worse it's going to get. It says, do not rebuke the mockers, or they will hate you. Only reason why they're going to hate you because they already secretly hate you. Because if they really felt kind-hearted and a good way towards you, when you try to tell them something that's good for them, they wouldn't hate you for it. They wouldn't insult you. They wouldn't curse you. They wouldn't abuse you. They wouldn't do none of that stuff. That's why it says to rebuke the wise and they will love you. Because you're telling them something that benefits them so they can keep things going positive in their life when it just, helping them to stay focused on what is right. It helps you to not only help them grow, but to help you grow. Because you're learning how to do certain things the way God wants you to do it. You're learning how to stand firm in what God wants us to do so it can be a more godly world. The more we spread God's word, the more we help people out in the wrongs that they have going on, or the flaws they may have, or the disadvantages and you point it out to them, hopefully they will listen. If they don't, hey, if they do, good. But they will never know what their flaws are unless you tell them. And then what the result is that come out of it, comes out of it. Once you correct that person one time and you don't get no good results out of it, leave it alone. But if you correct somebody and they get good results out and they actually listen to you and not hate you, insult you, or disrespect you or whatever, keep on correcting that person because they're going to love you for doing it. They're going to appreciate the fact that you did it. And that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to help build each other up and continue to do it. You're wrong when you don't do it. Even though it seems like when you do it and something bad come out of the situation, and it seems like, dang, now I'm in the wrong. But the whole time you're not, because God sees all. God knows all, and he knows what your intentions was with it. So don't ever feel bad for whatever result come out of a situation if you know that your intent was good. If you had good intentions for everything that you did, even if the situation get heated out to where you disrespect that person too, you just ask God for forgiveness because he know what your intentions were. And he's going to fix it in time. He's going to let that person know exactly where you was coming from. Maybe through a different person. Maybe through him. But just know that you did right. Nothing wrong was involved with that at all. You were trying to help someone, whether you know them or don't know them. If you seen something wrong, you help them correct it. But first, you got to get that bulger, that pludge out of your eye before you can get the speck out of theirs. And I'm talking to myself too. There's a whole lot of things I gotta still work on myself. That's why it took me a long time to get back on this podcast, because I gotta correct some things on myself still. I'm a work in progress, just like you are, and everyone else, whether they listen to this or not, they're a work in progress. And I can tell you this from faith and belief of what I've been through. The worst came, but the best is coming soon. The best is yet to come yet. You think what you're going through now is even bad, but you came from worse. Look at where you came from and where you're at now. And give praise to God for how much he has changed in your life. So just keep on doing what God wants us to do in life. I say us because I'm speaking to myself too. Focus on what God wants us to do. And watch how far he make you grow. Watch how far he make us grow. promise you that. I love y'all. T1. I'm out.
I came out the fire, no smoke on me, scars in my soul still I walk holy. They try to break me, but God rewrote me. Endured the pain, now His glory shows me. Those who endure till the end shall be saved. I'm the Esther rising in these days. Let out of Egypt, I'm blazing trails. From ashes to beauty, I lift the veil.
I was born in the chaos. Daddy was a pimp. Mama tried to push me off the bed soon as I slipped in. 8 years in the system, 15 homes in 1 year. Foster care, blues, molested, but I'm still here. Pastor had hands where they never should have been. Ran at 15 just to breathe, to escape the sin. Adopted by a woman, said you'll never be enough. Cause my skin wasn't white, so the love was tough. Married a man, unequally yoked in pain. 15 years of storms, but I danced in the rain. Had 2 kids, they said I'd never hold. Now I raise kings and queens, fierce and bold.
I came out the fire, no smoke